So after I started telling people I was cast as the wizard in The Wizard of Oz on Royal Caribbean's Icon of the Seas, they started asking me, how did you get the job? Well, the short answer is I auditioned and I was cast. The slightly longer answer is that once the breakdown came out from the company, my agent submitted me for the role and they called me in for an audition with instructions to learn 3 sides, which are pieces of the script, and come prepared with 16 bars of a song of my own choosing. So I went to the audition, I think it was the last week of September 2024. I go into the room, say hello. They said, what are you going to sing for us? So that was a little odd to start with the singing because it's a non-singing role, but there is singing involved in the contract, so we can put a little footnote by that. So I sang my song, and they asked me to sing something else, which is always nice. I read 2 of the 3 scenes, and that was kind of it. They said thank you, I said thank you, and I left the room. Well, the casting person, one of the casting people, came out and said, don't go anywhere, we want to call you back. And then she came back and handed me this card. It says The Wizard of Oz on it, has Royal Caribbean and October 2nd, 2024 on the back, and a check mark by Professor Marvel and the Great Oz. Now, I have been on literally hundreds of auditions in my life, and I've conducted a lot of auditions as a producer. I have never, ever seen a card like this. I thought it was such a nice touch that I kept it as a souvenir. So I go to the callback on October 2nd, 2024, and it's pretty much a replay of the first audition. I sing my song again, and I read all 3 scenes this time. They give me some adjustments, as they say in the biz. I tried to make them, and that was that. They said thank you, I said thank you. And again, one of the casting people followed me into the hallway and said, we are interested in you. Do you have a passport? Yes. Do you have any conflicts we need to know about? No. She gave me some instructions on how to fill out a profile on the Royal Caribbean Production Company site, and that was that. I didn't hear from them for probably about 2.5, almost 3 weeks. It was just long enough for me to kind of put it out of my mind and move on. But I get an email from my agent with the offer. He calls me and says, what do you think about it? I have to say I was kind of nervous at the length of the contract. There's a long rehearsal period in Miami, and then you're on the ship for 7 months. But, it's nothing if not an adventure. So we agree that I should do it. He negotiates the contract. I accept it. I sign it, and voila, it's a done deal. Then I started getting the information for all of the onboarding that's required to work on a ship, and I will tell you all about that in another video.